News Mr. Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, who is the chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Ghana, the Criminal Investigative Police Department, Matronsa friend, and this particular one is an official invitation or more friend because they think the shocking part is that they think the recent kidnappings and a fire outbreaks occur. So I'm talking about Takrady girls now, they were kidnapped recently and a fire outbreaks. The people or the person behind it is NDC's chairman Samuel Ofosu Ampofo. It came out as just a mere news, but now we can confirm it again because the police report and also the police invitation letter is finally out as shown on the screen. Let's read this letter and explain further what is currently going on. As shown on the screen, it reads: the Criminal Investigative Department of the Ghana Police Service have commenced investigation into cases of kidnappings and fire outbreaks in various parts of the country. Intelligence gathered indicates that some of these kidnappings and fire outbreaks are being orchestrated by various unidentified groups, persons, and individuals. Some of the persons picked up for intelligence and interrogation have mentioned your name as part of a grand scheme designed to cause fear and panic in the country. As a result of the above information and intelligence, you are kindly requested to report to the undersigned on Thursday, 9th May 2019 at 2 p.m. to assist in our investigation. You may contact Chief Superintendent of Police, Mr. Bafwa Pentin Yamicha, on telephone number indicated below if you require further information or clarification. We look forward to your cooperation in this particular national interest or national matter. Kind regards, MYT Adodan Kwames, Commissioner of Police, Director General. So this is the letter we can certify. Says Samuel Ofosu Ampofo of the National Democratic Congress has really been picked up, or he has not been picked up, he has really been invited by the Ghana Criminal Investigative Department because they are saying after they did their investigation into the recent kidnapped girls of Ghana, for some time now, kidnappings have been going on. When they did their thorough investigation, they realized, the person behind this particular kidnappings, the person who orchestrated this in the aid to cause fear and panic in this particular country. So, Odihumbe Ghana with Samuel Ofosu Ampofo. Now, this is what, in details, the Criminal Investigative Department is saying. They said that they launched a grand scheme following the recent attacks, that is the Takrady girls who were kidnapped, and also the fire outbreaks, which has now turned into a rampant thing here in Ghana. And after the picked persons, they believe they are part of those people who caused the kidnappings and fire outbreaks. They mentioned one person's name, the persons behind the current attacks are also talking about the fire outbreaks and also the kidnapping which is going on in Ghana. They mentioned one person, Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, and according to them, the person, this particular Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, who is the chairman of the National Democratic Congress, is the person who is behind this attack. Or yes, or creative fear and panic in the country. MPP are buying and you good. MPP are buying, they can't really protect we the citizens here in Ghana. So they were doing everything and anything in their power to cause fear and panic. So after the police got this particular investigation, the only thing that they needed to do was to write a letter for Samuel Ofosu Ampofo to be invited to the Criminal Investigative Department to be so he can assist in investigations if this particular matter which has been said about him or the investigations if they said about him is true in the first place or not. Now we realize that Samuel Ofosu Ampofo has also been in the news lately after a leaked tape. This particular leaked tape came from the camp of Kennedy Akompre Japan, where it was revealed during or before the by-election, that is before the Ayawaso by-election here in Ghana, Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, in a meeting with some of his party members and affiliates, we were planning and orchestrating attacks. They will cause fear and panic. They will also try to cause chaos at the Ayawaso by-election. Also, they will do many things to make sure the EC boss will be harmed and also be taken from office. So when this thing happened, the leak tape came via Kennedy Japan. The Criminal Investigative Department took hold of it, and as I'm speaking to you now, he's facing the case in court. He and the Attorney General's Department, because they are saying that particular tape now about out. Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, his voice was what was in that particular tape, orchestrating attacks and also planning ways and means to take take off this particular EC chairperson whose name is Jen Mensah, who was appointed by the president of the Republic of Ghana. Meanwhile, to Sami Gyamfi, one of the NDC bigwigs, have also come out in a live interview on UTV that he is really debunking everything that is going on, saying that it is not true. This is a grand scheme by the New Patriotic Party to make sure say they will really imprison this particular Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, because on my yatra say they tried it for the first time to put this particular man behind bars. But when to me, that's what I'm talking about, the leak tape bar out. They tried to say Samuel Ofosu Ampofo was the person who was speaking in that particular leak tape, and even he was the person who orchestrated that Yawasu violence that happened here. It led to say one NDC member was shot in the leg, and because they've not been able to bring enough evidences to court, the court have adjourned the case to another day. They are trying everything in their power to make sure say Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, the chairman of the National Democratic Congress, will be in prison, because they know say he's a threat, and then the MPP knows say he's a threat to them come 2020 elections. Say his grand schemes and how he works, he's going to bring measures and ways NDC for winning 2020. So they want to do everything to take him off. So at 2020 elections, MPP for so talking about his measures and ways of NDC will come back to power in 2020. So he was saying this in a live interview on UTV when they called him to come out and say his version of this particular thing which has come. And he also gave a strong warning to MPP that if they don't know and they should arrest this particular man, they will face a very big demonstration here in Ghana. And NDC will do everything possible to protect their father, the chairman of NDC, talking about Samuel Ofosu Ampofo. Sisi Amino Kaseni Dinda passed the Dindia at now 2 p.m. The police have invited him. If he doesn't go, it means the police will have to take action and arrest him. Meanwhile, in other news too, the president of Ghana have done something that people are applauding him for, others too are not applauding him for. What has he done so far? He has cancelled 1st July as a holiday. 1st July, him say Founders Day, what Ghana has announced. I think the Republic Day, the Kwame Nkrumah, 1st July 1960, Ghana gained Republic. The 1st July, Akufo-Addo have come to cancel it. Now, in details, this was what really happened at the president of the Republic of Ghana. I'm talking about Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, or cancel holidays. So this was what happened. Per the statement and the information that we have, it says the statement was signed and issued by the Minister of Interior, talking about Mr. Ambrose Derry, on Wednesday, today, May 8th. He announced that the president of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, assented to the new act on April 16, 2019, meaning somewhere last month, April 16th, last month, 16th of last month, and the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, he assented to the Public Holidays Amendment Act 2019, that is Act 986, on 16th April 2019. And then what they are saying is that they have taken 1st July as a holiday here in Ghana, which means we are no more going to have 1st July as a holiday, which used to be the Republic holidays here in Ghana. We know that these are measures by the MPP and Akufo-Addo government to clamp down on the many holidays that Ghana we have. Somebody says Ghana with too many holidays, and that even makes our system, that even make people kind of lazy here in Ghana. So now, your holidays, in details, now best sum me up to about almost 10 or 11. We have the New Year's Eve, which takes on 1st January, the Constitution Day, 7th January, Independence Day, 6th March, Workers' Day, 1st May, Founders Day, 4th August, that's Kwame Nkrumah's Founders Day, and also Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day, that is the 21st of September, and the Farmers Day, which is 1st February, 1st Friday in December, and the Christmas Day, which is the 25th of December, and the Boxing Day, which is the 26th of December. So this is what is going on, and the President of the Republic of Ghana has, done what he called to take some holidays off, which is coming from the Minister of Interior, the Ministry of Interior, talking about Ambrose Derry. So now that is currently what is going on here in Ghana. Many holidays have been taken off the system. We will give you more updates on all of this particular happening, talking about Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, his official invitation to the Criminal Investigative Department, I mean, can say NDC4 have vowed say if any action is being taken by the Ghana police, they will also retaliate, and they will retaliate in physical. I'm talking about they retaliate being whether it's a physical thing or violence, they will retaliate, or they will retaliate whether maybe on the phobia, they will retaliate, and then they want their chairman to be freed of anything because they believe that this is a political agenda or a political propaganda which is being orchestrated by the New Patriotic Party, because they fear that 2020 elections they will lose. So give you more updates on this particular breaking news and stories that we've put out right here on this channel. Please share and like this video to your various social media handles. Thank you very much for watching.